If you've seen my art, then you know the way I draw eyes kind of suck. They don't suck, but they're pretty basic. I draw them in a basic way because ibis paint gets really pixely when you zoom in. So when I draw half bodies or full bodies, I make sure to keep the eyes basic since they're going to be really small and be pixelated out. But I've been noticing that sometimes when I do headshots or profiles, my eyes just don't stand out very well. They don't look very pretty. So today I thought we could check out some Xiaohongshu tutorials together. Rendo has some amazing artists on there, so I thought I could pick up some tips to implement in my future work. But before we get into the tutorials, I have a few rules to test out if these tutorials are actually applicable or not. If it works with different colors plus eye shapes. And 2, if they work with different angles and eye details. The first tutorial comes from this account. I can't read Chinese, so I'll just put a little picture of the account on screen right now. There's one more thing we need to do before we get into the actual tutorials. We need a base for the eyes.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Argenti.
Alright, so I whipped up a quick little base, and it's of Argenti, if you couldn't tell. The style in this tutorial was definitely more stylized than what I'm used to drawing. Admittedly, I'm pretty bad with drawing anything stylized, so I'm not really sure how I can incorporate any of this into the future, but it was still fun to try something different and experiment with a different style. I actually had sort of a hard time drawing the eyes for some reason. I think it's because I'm drawing in a style I'm not really used to, and getting the blending of the colors right was pretty difficult too. I hope it looks good, or at least half decent for y'all. I really loved how the actual iris looks. The eyes in general have a very watercolory feel, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this tutorial. I don't think I drew this correctly at all, relatively close even, but you know, I tried my best. These were really fun to do and they look absolutely beautiful, but the style of it isn't 100% for me, so I'm gonna give this tutorial a 4 out of 5 stars. Can you guess whose eyes I'm gonna draw next? You're right, it's Boot Hill! If you've been around my channel recently, then you would know that I have sort of a new obsession. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. These ones have a much more realistic feel, and it scratches my brain in a good way. You might be wondering right now why I'm shading the normally white part of the eye blue. Honestly, I wasn't sure how this would turn out at first, but it ends up looking really, really good at the end. Now, I do think that this eye style would not really mesh well with my normal style. It's a bit too realistic, if that makes sense. Out of the 3 eyes I drew, this one took the longest and was the hardest to do. I'm sure you could tell why. For the life of me, I just could not get the eyeshadowish part under the aegiosal right. It still looks really weird to me. Let me know if I'm just hyper analyzing it though. I do think with the way it heavily relies on airbrush that this wouldn't really mesh well with my normal everyday style. My drawings aren't very smooth, so the eyes will look sort of out of place. I am really, really happy with how these eyes turned out. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I'm just overall happy that these look even half decent. Now, this tutorial was a very long tutorial, but with how amazing these eyes turned out in the end and just how beautiful they look, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. My third and last pair of eyes I'm going to draw are going to be Dr. Ratio's eyes. I think this one is my favorite tutorial out of all 3 that we've done. There's a certain soft, hazy feel that I just love about it. I don't think I 100% achieved the look that the original creator was going for because I was using a different brush. I don't know what type of brush they were using, but it was definitely not what I was using. But even though I used a different brush, I think it still turned out really good. I love the hazy look in the eyes and how the lashes were drawn. There's something about the long lashes and the hazy eyes that I just love. I love it so much. These eyes turned out so beautiful in the end, and I give these a 5 out of 5 stars. I love them so much. We have our eyes, and now we just need to use them. Ah, yes. It's beautiful. There's all 3 of the eyes we've done. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I'll have all the tutorials linked in the description below if you want to check them out for yourselves. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to like and drop a comment. Feel free to subscribe to follow along with me on my art journey. Bye!